Unsurprisingly, we've had another new leak for the Galaxy S10. This time, however, it's in the form of an line with all of the renders we've seen so far. And just to be clear, this is in some sort of protective case, so those aren't thick bezels covering the edges. Now when it comes to leaks, of course, they could well be fake, and they always seem to be incredibly low quality images. This leads me to the conclusion that these leakers still haven't upgraded their phones since 2007, or of course, more likely, this is an intentional leak from Samsung with a low quality image as to not give too much away about the device, but still create that extra hype. As we get closer to launch though, these leaks normally turn out to be correct. It falls exactly in line with what we've seen from the renders of the Galaxy S10, and this is of course the Plus model. It looks like it's pretty comfortable to hold despite the huge 6.44-inch AMOLED display, but as we've been told by Samsung, they're working on making their One UI better for one-handed use, bringing the things we need to the bottom. Looking at the photo, the pill-shaped camera cutout on the front doesn't look too intrusive. No doubt the UI will be built around hiding it as much as possible, but in all fairness, you're probably gonna forget it's there. For anyone that hasn't been paying attention to the latest leaks around the Galaxy S10, there's lots of great news for Samsung fans. First of all, it looks like they're going to be keeping the 3.5mm headphone jack on the whole of the S10 range. They'll also be using the same system on chip for the range, which will be the Snapdragon 855 in North America and the Exynos 9820 globally. There's been no reports on waterproofing, but it's assumed they'll be IP68 water resistant, and we believe there's 4 different models coming to suit many people's needs or budgets. So to start with, the Galaxy S10 Lite model is the entry level. This is now expected to be called the Galaxy S10e. The S10 Lite is going to have a flat screen with no curves, coming in at 5.75 inches. The battery capacity for this model is 3100 mAh, while the rated capacity is 3000. We've actually had a leaked image of the S10 Lite battery, and while there were rumours of a graphene battery, that was always unlikely, and this pretty much confirms it's not going to happen. The S10 Lite is not going to have an in-display fingerprint scanner, but it will instead have it mounted on the side. It will have a single selfie camera on the front and a dual camera setup on the rear, most likely a wide angle and telephoto. It will be available in yellow, white, black, blue and green color options. So next up we have the standard S10. The S10 is going to have a 6.1-inch full curved OLED display with an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner. The battery capacity has been increased to 3500 mAh, which will be a welcomed improvement on previous models. For the S10, we've got a single camera on the front with a triple camera setup on the rear. The triple cameras are going to be in a horizontal layout and probably a wide angle, a telephoto and maybe even a super wide angle lens to bring plenty of possibilities when shooting. The color options on this are going to be black, white, blue and green. Next we've got the Galaxy S10 Plus. The S10 Plus is going to have a 6.4-inch curved OLED display along with a huge 4000 mAh battery. It's also going to contain the ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner, but to differentiate itself from the S10, it will have a dual selfie camera on the front in the form of a pill-shaped cutout. The rear camera layout will be the same as the S10, but currently we're not sure if they're going to be using the same sensors. Color variants are expected to be black, white, blue and green as well. Finally, we've got the 10th anniversary model, which is the 5G variant, and some people are claiming that this is going to be called the Galaxy X. This model will of course support 5G, and it's rumoured to have 6 cameras in total, 2 on the front and 4 on the rear in a horizontal layout. Reports suggest that it could be a wide angle, super wide angle, telephoto and time of flight sensor. It's also going to have an ultrasonic in-display fingerprint scanner and a huge 6.7-inch curved OLED display. There are also rumours of a huge 5000 mAh battery to power this, and colour options are said to be black or ceramic. When it comes to storage and RAM configurations, we've also had a lot of conflicting information, but most are reporting that we could see the 5G variant go as high as 1TB. Leaked benchmarks have revealed 6GB RAM variants, and it's thought that this will likely be the base model, so it will probably be 6, 8 and 10GB of RAM, although we have had some reports of 12. Personally, 12 seems a little high to me, as my current phone doesn't even fully utilise its 8GB of RAM. Storage, we can expect the usual, so probably 128, 256, 512 and maybe even 1TB if these leaks are correct. When it comes to pricing, we can expect the S10 Lite to start around $700, the S10 probably around $800 to $900 and the S10 Plus starting from $900 to $1100, but of course these are just estimates based on leaks and previous releases. Samsung are of course launching this device on the 20th of February in San Francisco at their Unpacked event, so in just a month's time we will have all the details. As always though, I'd like to know your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think of this S10 photo and is it what you expected? Personally, I wasn't too sure on the pill-shaped cutout, but looking at it